Let you on first. Mason, do you have your number 2 pencil?
Shit. No, I forgot it.
Do you have your Scantron?
No.
Fuck, it's a blue book.
No.
Welcome to GuESPers. It's the comedy podcast where Alex
And Mason
try to strengthen their relationship by learning to read each other's minds. I did that in a different tense than I normally do.
Yep.
Or different pronouns. I don't know.
Who cares?
Some sort of grammatical change has occurred. And there's only one rule in this test, and what is it?
No copyrighted materials.
And if you are caught cheating by any circumstances, you will be ejected forcefully from the podcast at the money moment.
Like I do it, and I'm just like, and you're like, all right, ejected, and I'm like, hey, what? And then you have to carry the whole podcast.
Yeah, I just have to talk to myself.
Yeah.
And I'll do funny voices. It'll kind of be like really awesome if you weren't here, but like, technically you're the one keeping me down, man.
Hey.
I'm just kidding. I wouldn't be half as funny if I didn't have a balance board like Mason.
Thanks.
You're the grounding wire to my Tesla coil.
Cool. Fuck Edison.
Fuck Edison! We watched the current war and Edison sucks.
Edison sucks.
Father of motion pictures, my asshole.
I can't believe the audacity of that filmmaker to try and tell me that Edison paved the way for motion pictures.
One of the articles I was reading was like, they accurately portrayed how much an asshole Edison was, and I was like, I feel like he could have been more. Do more. Alright, whatever. That doesn't matter because we are here to read each other's minds. And as we have started precedent the past couple of podcasts, we are going to do a mind meld. Which, by the way, in case you were wondering, we did ask about that to each other, what a mind meld was. That is what you call what we're doing, where you like get your waves synced up. But we were doing it incorrectly.
Oh, we were?
I didn't post about it because it is basically what we're talking about. So you're supposed to completely empty your thoughts and then listen for what the other person say. Not each, and you're supposed to do that every single round. And then if you have any type of ESP, it's supposed to sync you up, basically. And also, we're supposed to alternate. Like, I say 1, you say 2, and then together we say 3. So it helps us, like, get into sync with one another.
Does that mean were Dan and Aaron doing it wrong, or did they do it right?
I don't know. I mean, I was just reading the instructions online, so...
I have to go back to that video, because the whole reason...
I watched the video while I was reviewing the instructions, and no, they were just going 3, 2, 1, blah. Yeah. But you're supposed to go 1, 2, 3 together, and then we both say it, and you're supposed to do clear, and you're not supposed to base it on what the last person said. You're supposed to let it come to you naturally each time, and naturally you should just sync waves with each other.
Gotcha.
So, you ready?
So, I mean, okay, sure. Yeah.
What were you going to say? What?
No, I mean, like, yeah, but naturally, I mean, obviously not, because you will just say random things.
I'm going to say what naturally comes into my head. Or are you saying naturally you'll happen to start thinking in the same, but you empty out every single time? You're supposed to.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't feel like that's how brains work. So
I think we have a psychic unbeliever on the psychic podcast. Come on, you have to believe that we can read each other's minds.
I just think that there's a slightly logical explanation for why this mind meld thing works, but
believe in ESP, Mason.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Do you believe?
Yes.
Okay, so you ready? Do you want to be the 1 or do you want to be the 2?
I'll be the 2.
Okay, so ready?
Yep.
1,
2,
3. Hot dogs! I saw your mouth going before but that was the image that was in my head, and I was like, I don't know what to do, but it's coming out!
Did we just fucking nail it?
I'm just saying, how many rounds do we go for? 3 or 3, right?
Yeah, you go for 3. Do we need to? We literally just said the exact same words.
Let's see if we can keep it. We have to go totally empty out, right?
Okay.
Try again, okay? Mason is like floored right now. It's like the universe just wanted to prove him wrong. It was like, what the fuck you say about ESP? Huh? What'd you say? Take that back. Okay, you ready?
probably the most amazing thing that's happened on this podcast.
Okay, ready?
All right.
1,
2, 3. Cream.
Ocean. Okay, that's okay. That's okay. We got the first one. That's what really matters. Okay?
Okay.
1,
2,
3.
Metal. You didn't even
I didn't get a word. I'm sorry. Nothing came into my head.
Should we do it another time?
Yeah,
should we just
I'm
mulligan
sorry.
that one?
I didn't mean to. I don't know why I was. Just bleated like a goat. That's unfortunate. Okay. 1,
2,
3.
Pie.
Sneakers. That's okay. We got one. One and done.
I think we pressed our luck. I think that one should have been like that was just. That
it was a truly psychic moment. All right, so we should jump into the guessing with the everyone's favorite part of the podcast, where I arbitrarily come up with a question to determine who goes first. I forgot to give this any prior thought.
Do you ever give this any prior thought? I always feel like you just blurt something out.
It's a little of both. Sometimes, like when I'm setting up the recording equipment, I'm like, here's a good thing that I think of.
Okay, like last week, you literally asked something that neither of us had done, and you couldn't even...
Shut up! Anyway, okay, who's the last person who went to Chuck E. Cheese? Go!
When's the last time you went to fucking Chuck E. Cheese?
I had to be like 6, for sure.
Okay, well, I went...
I have not.
We have to factor in our age difference, so when you were 6... Okay, I would have been
so
younger. No, yeah,
big.
no.
1 year, big difference.
A year and a half.
That's true.
But no, yeah, it's definitely me. If you were 6, then I definitely...
Yeah, I switched over to Dave & Buster's pretty fast.
And I didn't go to Dave & Buster's until way later in life. Now that we know that Round 1 exists, why would we ever go anywhere else for our arcade needs?
Yeah, Round 1 is pretty great, but Dave & Buster's has the food.
Round 1 has food?
Yeah, not good food, though. Dave & Buster's got that gourmet shit. It's expensive as hell, but it's good.
That's true.
All right, Mason, that means you get to go first.
I get to go first.
I feel like I've said your name more in this particular podcast than I've ever said it before.
Mason.
Mason. I like to sing Mason songs. He's yawning, so I'm just padding the time right now. I go like, Mason, he's in a basin. Mason. When I put on the spot, I can't rap like with a raisin.
Oh. California raisin.
All right. Mason, take it away.
All right. So let's get an image formulating here.
Okay, my eyes are closed. I'm ready to receive.
All right.
Deliver the package.
And it has been delivered.
It's a big wall, right? Big wall. And on the wall are many, many doors of varying looks and likes and time periods, but many doors. But it's like a wall, so it's like, how am I gonna get to that door that's like way up on the wall? I don't know. There's no staircase. Huh?
You were right that there's a structure.
Ooh, boy.
I was picturing like an old style like Adobe hut.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what an Adobe hut looks like.
But the little Adobe bricks, instead of mud, they're sand.
Ooh.
Like an Adobe sand hut.
Little sand structure.
Yeah, it's like a sand castle, but it's in that style.
Did I ever tell you about my greatest Minecraft achievement?
No.
My underwater palace.
Underwater palace?
Yeah, so I was like, I'm gonna build my house in the ocean. And so I just swam out as far as I could, made a shit ton of glass, baked the sand for like 10 hours. And then I built a giant structure, and then I made the floor out of sandstone, which is what it reminded me of that. And then I made floors, right? So floor number 1 was my snow golem floor. So the sandstone didn't really matter because it was always covered in snow, because the snow golem was just inside my glass house under the water, not doing anything. And then my next tier was my wolf floor. And I shit you not, I went into the forest with a bone. I tamed like 12 wolves, only 8 made it the journey back to my glass house. And then I made them all sit inside my house. And then they just all stayed on the second floor. And then the bottom floor was for the glitchy squids that I couldn't get out of my house. So there were just squids on the bottom floor.
That's hilarious.
And it was my underwater palace.
And
fucking spiders would swim all the way out to try to murder me in my glass house. And I was like...
But they couldn't get into your glass house, right?
But also it was really far from the shore of anything. So, like, the fact that spiders were spawning and they could fucking see my hitbox from, like, fucking... I was aggroing them from, like, hundreds of squares away. Like, how?
How did you get
to
to your
spiders work?
underwater palace?
I would swim.
Oh, you just swim?
Yeah, I didn't have a boat. I didn't know how boats worked. I kind of just played Minecraft however I wanted.
I mean, that's
the point.
I was the most boring Minecraft player ever, and I got super lucky. So I started my Minecraft account, and I logged in the first time, and I dug down kind of at a diagonal so I wouldn't just fall in somewhere and wouldn't be able to get back out.
Got it.
And I immediately found an abandoned mine shaft.
Nice.
Like, immediately. So I had, like, all the resources ever, but I didn't want to build a house because that sounded like too much work. So I just made a bed, set it on the outside of, like, at the entrance of my, like, little pad.
Without any protection?
Yeah, no. And every time, like, it would start getting nighttime, I would just go up, sleep in the bed till morning.
Oh my gosh.
And then go back.
Were you getting attacked inside the mine?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
But after I had a bed, it didn't matter, because I would just respawn outside of my hole.
Stuff doesn't respawn. All the stuff you gathered.
Yeah, but all my stuff
How old were you when you played Minecraft? Because I was like 7. No, I had to be like 19 or 20 the first time I ever played Minecraft.
I was probably like 16, 17.
You're much younger than me.
Yeah, but yeah, no, I had like a chest too. I would like build chests as I needed the space for it. And once I got like a little more adventurous, I just built like a little like dirt hut around my bed. But like, yeah, I was the most boring whenever. I just had my one mine shaft that I found immediately, and so resources weren't a problem for me. So I would just fucking go down there and just do whatever inside of my mine shaft.
After my ambitious glass house, I was like, I'm gonna make a tree house. And so my whole house was made out of the leaves, right? The leaf blocks. And then I would have to put a little piece of wood between the leaf blocks or else they would despawn. Built a dope pad, 1,000,000 feet in the air, had a big old ladder, so great. You know what spawns at night sometimes?
Zombies?
Skeletons. With bow and arrow. That can sometimes be on fire.
Oh, yeah.
You know what happens when you're in a leaf house?
It catches on fire.
And it burned down pretty much the first night I had finished. And I was like, what the fuck?
You should have put protection around your leaf house.
Then it wouldn't have looked like a tree then, would it have, Mason?
No, it wouldn't have.
Yeah, I wanted it to look, I put it in the jungle area, so it looked like my house was like, was just another tree. Couldn't even tell. But no. And then I found a human village, and it was really far from a glass house, and I didn't want to figure that out. So I literally built a rail car from the human village to my glass house, and then I would just jump on it, flip a switch, and I would just ride the rails. I laid it down like we laid down the foundation of our country.
Oh my god, that's amazing. My little brother had a pretty sprawling
Of course
village.
GuESPers has like the best fucking Mr. D'Angelo's #1 fan. Like, of course he's fucking great at Minecraft. I just shouldn't be surprised anymore.
He had like a whole, and I played around in his village a lot because another reason I was the most boring Minecraft player ever is because I was a Minecraft player that didn't really enjoy building things because to me it was too much. I had too many options and therefore I couldn't decide on any of them.
Paralyzed by choice.
Yeah, and so I got good at the basics of the game, and then my little brother who already had an established town, I just would like go into his town and just like play with him amongst all of his already set up stuff, and I would admire the things that him and his friends had built.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
I only played on a server one time. You know the story about what happened, right?
I want you to tell it.
Because it's so good.
It's so good.
So, while I am great at making structures, I am horrible at staying alive. I die constantly. I'm also a hoarder, so I keep all my materials on my person, which means they all drop. Now, all my friends got into Minecraft at one point, and they were like, join our server. And I was like, sweet. And they were doing crazy shit with redstone circuits and fucking building castles.
Yep.
And I was just like, stuff I couldn't even comprehend. And I, of course, they had set it to like hard mode. I would die every night. My poor little like regular wood house like was no protection essentially. So my friend who was running the server made me the unbreakable armor so that I would be 100% protected and immune to all attacks. Well, I read a glitch where you can walk on the bottom of the ocean by dropping a door on the ground and water can't spawn where the door is and you can stand where the door is. And I was like, I want to walk on the bottom of the ocean. That sounds so cool. Maybe I'll make an underwater sea tunnel. You know what the armor doesn't protect you from?
Drowning.
And every time I would respawn where I was, which was under the water, and I couldn't swim back up. And when I asked my friend who ran the server to save me, because I couldn't get my armor back, because it was at the bottom of the ocean, because I did not just go up to the water and go down. I swam all the way out to the center of the ocean and then let myself fall. He wouldn't make me another set of unbreakable armor. And so I started dying every night again, and then they just booted me from the server.
They just kicked you out?
They got tired of me spamming the little text box saying, Alex has died, Alex has died, Alex has died, over and over again.
That's just mean.
Yeah, they kept saying I deserved it. To a point I did. Who the fuck is unbeatable armor? Why the fuck do you drown?
Because armor doesn't protect your lungs.
I don't know. Maybe it should.
And also, why did you go to the middle of the ocean?
Well, where else are you going to get the coolest sea tunnel? Not at the fucking edge of the ocean.
Where would you build your tunnel from? The
I want
edge,
it to be like
out
a
to the
secret
center.
porthole. Like you gotta swim out to the secret porthole and then you slide down and then boop, you're in a tunnel. Shut up, don't look at me that way. Alright, talking about Minecraft has made me too sad. Now I will send you psychic thoughts to curb my sadness. Are you ready to receive the psychic thoughts?
I am ready to receive those sweet, sweet waves.
Okay, here they are. I'm just gonna put them on the floor. You can pick them up or whatever.
Okay. So they're like Japanese pancakes. They're like really like souffle type. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, those big fluffy boys.
Big fluffy boys. But when you poke it, it's like a souffle where like you poke it, it's just like.
Oh, it deflates? No, that's the worst.
Yeah.
Now I'm more depressed. Why would you do that to me?
I thought you would think of something sad, so.
No, I thought of...
That's what I was ready to receive that.
You know that scene from Ferris Bueller where Cameron's staring at the art and it gets closer and then he gets closer and then it gets closer?
Beautiful scene, yes.
Yeah. Well, imagine like that, but the painting you're looking at is a bunch of like Americana geese. You know the like artwork of like the geese that are like dressed up in like fancy little outfits? It's like old-timey, like, gift card from the, like, 1920s kind of artwork.
Yes.
Like that, but it's like all of them in pointillism on the big lake at the day at the park or whatever the name of that stupid painting is. It's not stupid, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
and like... some passerby is like looking at the painting and then it looks at them and it's like it just keeps getting closer to like a goose's face and the goose is like wearing a little tuxedo, a little hat. Very cute.
Very cute. Oh, that was another animal that was on. We were talking earlier about a video I watched about 20.
I thought you were gonna say there's geese in Minecraft, and I was like, what update with the geese? Hell yeah!
I don't know. I mean, there's chickens that look like ducks.
There's bees, Mason. There's bees now.
God.
They're cute. They're square boys.
But yeah, the 20 cute animals that could actually kill you, and it was one of them was swans.
Oh,
geese.
Wait, how many people a year die of swan deaths?
I don't know. Well, it wasn't necessarily that people, like, it's a problem that people die, but, like, people have died, and, like, the animals have the tendency to attack.
Okay, so it's just, see, these fucking videos have really,
misleading
we've been having this discussion. What was the other one that you were talking about the other day that I was really confused about?
Was it the celebrities laughing one?
No, it was the one that was like, the, episodes that, like, canceled shows.
Oh, yeah, it was, top 10 or 20 episodes, bad episodes that almost ruined good TV shows.
So I understood that as, like, canceled, and so Mason would list off shows like, or episodes like, give me an episode.
It was the one with Friends where they were in Barbados.
And I was like, how would that episode didn't almost get the show canceled? I mean, that's a precedent-setting episode. That's when Chandler and Monica get together and, like, stuff like that. Yeah. And like, we did this for, like, 3 episodes before I finally was like, okay, what the fuck is this video about? And then me and Mason had to hash it out, and he had to explain to me what the title meant. Because I had been completely misconstruing it the whole time. Because I was thinking it was episodes that were so bad that the show almost got canceled over. Or, like, something happened in it that was cancel-worthy.
Yeah, no, and it was just bad episodes that almost, like, ruined the reputation of good
Yeah, reputation, and that was, like, what I was missing from that.
Yeah.
And, like, one of them was what episode from Avatar?
Oh, I can't remember the real name. I think it's called The Great Divide. I call it the Hatfields and McCoys episode.
Yeah, the one with the 2, and then Aang lies and tells a story about the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Oh,
this show was otherwise perfect, minus this episode."
Yeah, because they said that Aang lying was against his character values set up to that point.
Oh my god, he had been literally pushed to the limits by those people.
Those people were fucking insane.
He left them better than they were before. That's all I'm saying. So what was this one? It was fucking, like, life-threatening animals? Animals that could kill you.
It was adorable animals that could kill you.
That could kill you.
Yes.
See, that implies that they will murder me. A swan will attack me, but the chances of a swan getting my vital organs? Like, I am not disparaging people who've been attacked by swans. I have been attacked by a Canadian goose. I was trapped on a doghouse for 4 hours because the goose, I don't know, forgot how to fly and, like, just would not let me get off the doghouse so I could exit the backyard that it was in.
Geese and swans are mean.
Yeah, it was me and my friend, and we were both trapped in the doghouse for 4 hours until his dad got home, and then, I shit you not, he yeeted the geese. Like, grabbed it by the throat and threw it into the next backyard. And like I said, that dumbass couldn't fly because he just stayed in that other backyard. We could hear him honking and shit. He could have easily come back to murder us, but he didn't. But, like, so anyway, I was back to the point. But I never thought that goose would kill me. I thought that goose would hurt me.
The example.
So I want to know how many geese, God damn it, geese have killed people, like, per year. Is there a number? Is there, like, one guy gets killed by a goose per year?
No, they did give an example of somebody who died by goose. He was it was a man, like, out in a kayak, and he got too close to a swan. The swan, not a goose.
Oh, sorry, a swan.
And the swan, like, capsized his boat, and it wouldn't stop attacking him, and he drowned.
Oh, okay, so I see. So that wasn't really the swan murdering him, though. That was the swan just being like, fuck you, over and over again, and he just was like, I can't, and then he drowned.
Yeah.
that was just, like, circumstantial. Because, like, imagine that man was sitting on the shore, you know? Like, the swan would pursue him for hours, but even if the swan had gotten him, I just can't imagine the swan's webbed feet just, like, clawing open your innards or, like, or its beak. Like, goose have teeth. Geese. God! Why can't I say geese?
I don't know.
Geese have teeth.
Why can't you say geese?
Do swans have teeth? Maybe. And you telling me a penguin was, like, number one?
No, the number one was called, like, a small loris or something like that.
Is it, like, poisonous or something?
So the thing with that is, like, people think it's cute because of the reaction that it gives when it's tickled. Because apparently when it's tickled, it, like, raises its hands up.
Okay, like that cute kitty gif, yeah.
So apparently what they say that it's trying to do when it does that is it has a poisonous gland on its elbow. And it's trying to reach it so it can get the poison from there and then bite you with it.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
That's horrible.
Yeah.
Wow, that sucks, huh?
Yep. The other animals on there were things like Tasmanian devil and kangaroos.
I never really thought of
hippopotamuses.
Oh, fuck. Okay, so baby hippos, they're cute. Now hippos have a murder record. Hippos kill many people a year. So, hippos are mean as shit. But I do not think big hippos are cute. Only baby hippos are cute.
Yeah.
Big hippos are scary.
What were you about to say about Tasmanian devil?
I was going to say Tasmanian devils ain't that cute.
Kind of cute if you can find a picture of them that's not, like, them going nuts.
Exactly. There isn't. Because they're always screaming. Now, honey badger.
Honey badger was an honorable mention.
See, they should have put that where Tasmanian... Because there are many pictures of honey badgers looking chill as fuck. But then they turn and they fucking murder you.
You know what Tasmanian devils have the highest, like, bite pressure ratio to their size of any, like, mammal?
That's pretty dope.
Yeah.
Considering, like, wolves can exert, like, 1,000,000 pounds of pressure, like, that's not true, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, the amount of pressure, like, a dog can put, like, a pit bull.
Yeah. I'm remembering so many of the animals around there. Dingoes were on there.
Yeah, dingoes are cute until they open their mouths, and then you see they're, like, enormous.
Yeah.
And you're like, ooh, that's a lot of teeth.
Leopard seals.
Leopard seals are so cute, so murderous to penguins.
Yeah, pretty high up was the platypus, actually.
Yeah, because they're venomous, right? Yeah. That was fucking wild. Platypi are the craziest fucking animals.
Yeah, the first time a platypus skeleton was presented to a scientist, he thought it was fake. He thought it was composited.
You did that bullshit thing the British Museum did and just slapped a bunch of bones together, didn't you, fool?
And if you look at a platypus, it looks like the bill was an afterthought. It literally looks like the bill just clicks into place.
Everything in that animal. There's a comic that like fucking goes around that's like God is like a whole bunch of leftover shit, and he's just like, sir, what do we do with all these extra pots? Just put them in the same one. But sir, that would make it an aquatic mammal that also lays eggs? Yeah, whatever, just do it. It'll be venomous, sir. Yeah, whatever. I don't care.
I'm busy. He's sitting over there, like, creating, like, I don't know, like the emperor penguin, and, like...
just put the extra shit we couldn't find any for other places somewhere else.
Just do it. Fuck.
Dude, I'm God. Don't talk back to me, you saucy potato.
Saucy potato.
Alright, May.
Alright.
Do your do.
Alright, what was your image?
The goose painting.
Yes. That's the whole reason we were talking about geese.
Well, we were talking about swans.
We were talking about swans, but it reminded me because of the geese.
I bet more people die of swan dives than die of swan deaths.
Yeah, I should have been on there. Fucking magpies.
I wonder if people die from the magpie from swooping season. Maybe.
Mean,
now I'm gonna look up so many death-related things. My Google targeted advertisement's gonna be like, what the fuck?
Koalas were also on there. Okay, now.
What the fuck do koalas do? Nothing? They're stupid. They've eaten eucalyptus and it's poisoned their brains. No, seriously, I want to know. What the fuck is dangerous about a koala?
I can't remember any of the
What, you get gangrene because they move so slow because they're so stupid? Hey, and before I get fucking people up in arms like, koalas are, by de facto, fucking stupid. They've literally poisoned themselves into stupidity. It's true. Look it up. Anyway.
Right, I'll think of an image now.
Okay. Yeah, get me off his koala kick.
We're going. And it's gone.
It's a big old spider. And you're like, ooh, big spooky spider. But it's a cage. It's like a prison, but all the legs of the spider is like the like bars.
Whoa.
And then like the big spider body's like above it and stuff like that.
That's fucking nuts.
Yeah.
That's so scary.
Yeah, so scary.
Mine's scary in a different way.
Is it about koalas?
No.
Good.
Fuck koalas.
Fuck koalas, bro.
No, I like koalas.
I don't really like koalas.
My thing was a group of light bulb people playing baseball.
That seems really dangerous.
I know.
Like, the only way you could be more dangerous is to be like, what team are they playing? The Potatoes. No. In a thunderstorm. No! Are they surge protected? No! One lightning strike and every part of the team is popping off.
It's like a bunch of LED bulbs being coached by like an old school like Edison, Cotton,
bulb.
DC current fucking ass bulb.
Fucking current war ass bulb.
Current war as well.
Even though that's like actually what we used. Cotton filament, bamboo, whatever. Diode or whatever.
No.
No, I'm telling you.
No, I don't.
It's like bamboo. And then there's that one Xenon Bulb. He's in outfield. He bursts. Poisonous gas fills the entire fucking field.
They all have to get out of there.
They all have to leave. They all die anyway.
Why do they all die?
Because everybody tramples them when they leave. And there's just glass everywhere.
Yeah. Mass panic.
I mean, I would be a spectator at the glass fucking light bulb baseball game. Would you tell me you wouldn't be?
Oh man, could you imagine the little spirally bulb guy? He's in the outfield.
That's the Xenon Bulb guy.
That's the Xenon Bulb guy?
Yeah, with the poisonous gas.
Yeah.
Or whatever gas it. I'm saying
Yeah.
Xenon, but I don't know what gas is in that bulb.
The ball just hits him in the perfect spot where he doesn't break, but he catches it like in his spiral.
What do you do? It's like in his brain.
Yeah, they're out. Whoever hit that ball.
He caught it, bitch.
Yeah.
What if he just puts his catcher's mitt in the hole?
Oh, that's a really good idea.
And then he just runs around and he's just got to get it on his head.
Yeah, because as soon as he I mean, it depends on... he'd have to be in the outfield, otherwise there'd be no reason for him.
You know, I don't watch any soccer, so I have literally no basis to say this, but the art of hitting the soccer ball with your head, I feel like, is a dead art in professional soccer.
Yeah,
More
does it anymore.
head ball hits should occur in soccer. Petition
I mean,
by Alex.
nobody's scoring points anyway. You might as well liven it up a little bit.
Yeah, I want to see some cool... You know what? Give me some fucking hacky sack players. Throw them out against David Beckham. I want to see what happens.
Oh my god.
I want to
see... The hacky sack bros?
They're just sitting there just like, kick, knee, elbow, my back, my forehead, pass to the next guy. He gets it on his knee, dances it between his two knees for like 5 minutes, then he headbutts it to the next guy. David Beckham's just standing there like, the ball hasn't touched the fucking ground in 20 minutes. What do I do? Want to see David Beckham win against those guys.
He'll never even see that soccer ball.
You know the best way to get let's name a group of hacky sackers right now. Well, you've already named it a camembert. A camembert of hacky sacks. So the best way to assemble a camembert of hacky sackers is to literally just put a hacky sack on the ground at any college campus and they will come out of the woodwork like Gollum crawling out of a cave.
Oh, hey, bro. Is that a hacky sack, bro?
Was that you sack, bro?
You sack?
You sack? I sack.
You a sacker, bro?
You sacker? Oh my god, I always put the eggs on top, bro. Like a grocery sacker.
You're lame.
Yeah, what? Did you just call me lame?
Yeah.
I am the funniest person alive. Eat your heart out, John Mulaney.
I love, that's sweet. That's like the John Mulaney's the first person you thought of for a contender of funniest person alive.
It was either that or I don't think anyone could combat I'm definitely not funnier than Chris Fleming. That's all I'm saying.
God, Chris Fleming is he's gotta be from like either the distant future or from another planet. There's no way that man exists now.
He looks like someone brought a JCPenney mannequin to life and made it watch 57 hours of Sex in the City and then dropped it off at the door of a skate club.
A skate club?
A gay club.
A gay club, yeah. God, that fucking video you played the other day where it's his fast car radio joke.
Yeah, I mean the
but
best
cut
one.
With the real song.
Yeah,
and
it's just the radio DJ, and then very faintly in the background
you can hear him going,
cut.
Get out of there, Mike! While like the actual Fast Car by Tracy Chapman starts to play over the video.
Yeah, it's an amazing audio clip.
Man.
I didn't reblog that. Why? Why do I let my dreams be not dreams?
How can a man who has given us the Tracy Chapman Fast Car radio bit, DePiglio,
for sure.
What was the one he has like a song? Gale, obviously.
Yeah.
And then he did one about like an alternate Christmas being. I can't remember what that one was about, but that was a really good one. How can a man that's given us all these great things not be more famous? Everybody should know about Chris Fleming.
Yeah, it's true. All right, well, on that note, I'm going to take my turn.
Yeah, take your turn.
Oh, man, Spider Cage didn't get it? What a bummer. Okay. All right. My brain is like filtering through images like a man who has lost his memories and is regaining them.
Are you speeding through images like a man running away from DePiglio?
Did a lot of images cycle when he was running away from DePiglio?
No, I'm just saying because he's got to run away from DePiglio.
Oh,
DePiglio's coming at him like a badass.
No, this isn't. Who did they always joke about was running away from his sexuality?
Tom Cruise? That's a
Family
Guy joke. I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's it. I'm sorry I made a Family Guy joke. I apologize.
That's apologize worthy. While we're apologizing, I sincerely apologize for anybody who had to listen to the sounds of my beard scratching last week.
Oh man, yeah, we gave Mason a shave with his little shaver, and it sounds really gross when I say I shaved his beard. And I guess like it was itchy, which is understandable. He just shaved it. But I didn't realize the audio was gonna pick it up like fucking sandpaper. I was listening to the audio when I was editing it, and I was like, damn, what is that? And it took me a few seconds to be like, oh, it's Mason scratching his beard. Holy shit. Okay. Cool. Okay, no, I'm gonna do this. I am no longer an amnesiac. I can picture. Ooh, okay, well, I guess that's the image. I don't like it, but let's do it.
Okay, I am imagining a bowl of... Well, no, is that copyrighted? That's copyrighted. I can't say that.
You will be forcefully ejected from this podcast.
Because like...
No, it's just lose a turn if you
like,
do
the
that.
Name of a cereal is copyrighted, right? Like,
yeah,
I can't say, like, Frosted
Just make
Flakes.
up some bullshit.
Okay.
Just be like... creamed... chunks.
I
was trying to think of a different word for Frosted Flakes.
Alright, well...
I went to the synonyms.
A bowl of creamed chunks.
No! That's the most unappetizing cereal ever.
One, creamed is not a synonym for frosted. And two, chunks is not a synonym for flakes.
I argue that creamed is totally a synonym for frosted. Because you could get a creamed donut for sure. Probably. Somewhere.
Never heard of that before.
I don't know. I squirt cream on something. That's frosting it.
All right, so I'm thinking of a bowl of
creamed chunks,
honey-flavored mini donut circles.
Mini donut circles. Why not? So we got honey-flavored pool floaties.
Yeah, honey-flavored pool floaties sitting in a bowl of. It's like half milk and half water, but the milk's gone bad.
Oh, why has it got water in it?
Yeah, because it's about as gross as it could possibly be. And then some monster, instead of like cutting like strawberries or a banana, they have cut like a carrot over the top.
Oh God, just raw carrot?
Yeah, just raw carrot, not even cooked. Not even peeled, just cut.
And these aren't even honey nut. These are just honey. Honey pool floaties.
Yeah. I mean I was going for them to be honey nut,
I
but
getcha.
that word didn't make it into the
real quick, Alex's quarantine depravity of the week. I don't have any milk to eat my cereal with, so I just used some half and half.
It wasn't even half and half. It was full ass.
Oh, it was heavy whipping cream. Holy shit, it was. Yeah, heavy whipping cream really hits different on Frosted Flakes. It fucking like sticks to the flake and is really gross.
It's gross.
I mean, it was edible enough to where I ate the whole bowl, but like the whole time I was like, this texture is weird. It's so weird. And it left like a film in the bottom as if I had eaten like carbonara. Very strange.
I went and visited a friend one time and stayed the weekend with a friend, and when we were at the store, I got like a pint of Ben & Jerry's just to like munch on over the weekend while I was there.
You didn't tell me you did that, but
what? Okay. It was.
You also had a bunch of sodas. I didn't know you were that much off the diet we were on at the time.
Did I have a bunch of sodas?
Yeah, you said you had like 3 sodas one day. You had like 2 sodas the other day.
That's
and now
true.
I'm finding out about this pint of Ben & Jerry's.
1 pint, even eaten over like 3 days.
I'm just saying.
That's true. It wasn't great, but I was like, I don't know. I was busy.
Yeah, but it's your vacation. I get it.
And so I was like, oh man, you don't have any like sweet stuff? Do you want anything sweet? And he goes, no, I don't really eat sweet stuff. And then he took a little thing of heavy whipping cream out of his fridge that he keeps in there for people who want to like put some cream in their coffee.
Okay.
And just took a big old swig just of raw ass heavy whipping cream.
Like, what was the thought process there?
I
don't want a sweet. I want milk. No milk. Heavy whipping cream.
I guess he was like, this is like will be my like dessert treat.
My dessert treat.
That's a drink of heavy whipping cream
that has not been whipped into the whipped cream.
Yeah.
What a bummer.
Yeah, and he seemed fine. He seemed perfectly content.
I mean, I'm sure that's something he does on the reg.
It was one of the wildest things I've ever witnessed.
I like how that's your bar for wildest things you've ever witnessed.
No, not like wild as in like, oh, this wild and crazy guy. No, like wild as in like David Lynch type strange.
Like the most bizarre thing you've ever witnessed.
Yeah.
That's the most bizarre thing you've ever witnessed, and I blended an entire piece of lemon pound cake into a frappuccino once.
I mean, that just sounds good.
I know, but that's fucking weird. People wig out. Anyway.
Where are we at?
You had guessed, right? For me. Right? Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I said something gross because you were like, ugh, I don't like it. But...
You ever see one of those cheap balls? You could get it at like a Chuck E. Cheese Dave & Buster's, right?
You just want to like a squishy ball?
I'm not done describing it.
Okay, sorry. Let's try and clarify.
Don't step on my tootsies. They're in socks, but they're not protected. Alright. Anyway. So, one of those balls, but the ball is like covered in suction cups. Like 360. So that you can throw it, and no matter where you throw it, it'll stick.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, right? Imagine that. Now imagine it is as large as a 6-foot tall person, So now it's huge, right? Now imagine it's really, really dirty, right?
Ugh.
And now imagine that some of the suction cups are missing and have been replaced with fucked up tentacle parts. That's what I pictured. Remember when I went, oh God, is that the image? I guess that's the image. That was why.
Didn't go gross enough.
Yeah, it was real gross, huh?
Oof.
Yeah, I had to see that in my head.
That's horrible.
I know, it was real bad. I'm scarred for life.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need therapy, and I'm already in therapy. You okay?
Yeah, it's good. You ever have one of those toys? It was like a little ball, and
Mason is gesturing to something the size of a loaf of bread, so I'm not really sure how that's a little
loaf of
ball.
bread is like this big. I did this.
Have you ever seen Mom's Pepperidge Farm bread, bitch? It's like that big.
That's true. Okay, anyway, like a little round, like ball, and it's like a little like, it's got like a face on it, and then it's got like legs so it can stand up straight, but then it's got a whole bunch of legs. like, and you flip a switch to turn it on, and it just fucking jiggles and
so it's like a rumble ball, but it has a body.
Yeah.
You know what a Bumble Ball is,
no,
right?
What's a Bumble Ball?
A Bumble Ball is like a ball, and it has a bunch of like little bumpy protrusions on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it doesn't have hair or a face or a body.
I did not say hair. Or a body.
Sorry.
I just said face.
Okay, face and legs. That's what you said.
But the legs are it was just more of those protrusions.
A Bumble Ball is just has the little bumps. They're about an inch off of the ball, and then it just bumbles, and it just bumbles all over the place. But I've never seen one with a face.
Yeah, I had one of those. And instead of just like little, like, are they rounded? The way you said it made it sound like they were rounded.
If they were sharp, that would just be a
violent
murder toy.
Are they like little like bulbs, or do they like come out?
They're kind of squarish.
Squarish.
They come out kind of like hexagons, kind of.
Yes.
Like,
okay, so
they're like pegs.
Yes,
yeah.
I had one of those.
But it was a face.
But it
was a boy.
It had it looked like a little bug. Not
what?
like a
you
like
were
a
just describing a human being.
Like a cartoony.
Now it's a bug
that had like a, for lack of a better word, like a Thomas the Tank Engine type face.
Okay, you've lost me like 8 times. So your first was like, it's a face and it's got legs. No part at that point had you ever mentioned the word bug. And then we've just been establishing, and so this whole time I'm imagining a fucking, what's the egg boy from the fucking, he falls off and he smashes on all the king's horses and call the king
Humpty Dumpty.
I'm imagining a little Humpty Dumpty boy, right? But he's a Bumble Ball. And then now you've thrown this weird curveball, and now I'm imagining the caterpillar from A Bug's Life.
When I said legs, I meant like 4 legs. Like,
okay.
And the legs are really just, they're 4 more of those protrusions, but they're placed in a way where he can, like, you can place him on the ground, he can stand up, and his face is like upright and everything.
Oh, okay, but as soon as you turn him on, that's a fool's errand.
Yeah, because he just starts rumbling around, and he might like stay stable for like maybe 5 seconds, but then he just.
Does his face look like the caterpillar from A Bug's Life? Because that's what I'm picturing.
The caterpillar from A Bug's Life.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, that's a shame.
No, it's just like a little cartoon. It was just like a little cartoony face. It's a Bumble Ball, but it was like.
You just had some sort of branded Bumble Ball.
Yeah.
That's amazing. I didn't know Bumble Ball had branding. I want to see a Barbie Bumble Ball. Mostly because of the alliteration with all the bees.
So crazy. And I'm thinking back on it now, it's like, what a useless toy.
That's like 90% of toys, though, if you really, really break it down. Especially the famous ones. Those fucking weird rubber bands that were shaped like shit. What the fuck
silly
was
bands?
the point? Okay, well, it missed me by, like, I was too old and I couldn't understand it. Like, by, like, a year, I think. And so, like, at least you know the fucking name.
Yeah.
What was the point of that? Those are just fucking rubber bands.
Yo, most useless toy of all time?
What?
Pogs.
Didn't Pogs say they were going to have a fucking resurgence? Were they going to come back, make new Pogs?
I had a butt ton of Pogs.
I had no idea what the fuck Pogs were. Pogs missed me by, like, 100 yards. Because, like, I didn't even know they existed until people were already reminiscing about the 90s and were like, oh, I miss Pogs. And I was like, that shit is a Pog. And they're like, it's a fucking disc. You throw it down, you flip over other people's discs, you take their disc. And I'm like, that's just marbles, but like worse.
I never did. I never actually played with Pogs. I just like collected.
You ever played for keepsies?
No, because that terrified me. Because I liked my Pogs.
Pogs.
And they had like brand Pogs. They had like
just
little
like,
Rascals
why
Pogs,
would you play Pogs,
Star Wars
man?
Pogs.
Play with fucking marbles. Marbles are so cool.
Yeah, and I never
love marbles.
I mean, I had some marbles, but I didn't know how to play marbles. I didn't understand. But, yeah.
And on Mason's fear note, I think that we shall pull the curtain.
Why is it a fear note?
Because you were afraid of losing your Pogs.
Oh, yeah, I was afraid of losing my Pogs. I was afraid of, well, not that I knew how to marbles and all that, but I didn't want to lose those either, the few I had.
That was my first stolen item, was a marble. Stole it right out of a craft store.
Damn.
Out of a bag with a lot of other marbles. It looked like a flaming eyeball. I called it my fireball.
You're edgy.
What? I'm not edgy.
You stole a marble.
I'm so smooth.
Like the marble?
I am the marble. Wish I knew where Fireball was. I love that marble.
Wasn't that what movie ends with like the whole universe being inside of a marble? Isn't that a Men in Black movie?
Or you're just talking about, I mean, yeah, but that was like a cat spell, but I think you're just thinking about that episode of Chowder where they were in the gumballs.
No, I'm thinking of like a movie.
You sure you want to think about it? Because that's like that episode of Chowder. They turned out they were on the gumball.
No,
and then
because
the
budget of the thing I'm envisioning is way higher than whatever Chowder had.
I mean, yeah, they all ended up in the cat spell and fucking, but that was another universe, not their universe. Anyway, on that note, let's do the housekeeping. Ding, ding, ding. Here's the maid. She's going to clean up. All right. So you're on Apple Podcasts. Rate, comment, subscribe. YouTube. Rate, comment, subscribe. That's GuESPers. I think it's just GuESPers on YouTube. I always forget to check this one. Twitter, @GuESPers Podcast. That's where we put memes and some updates. Tumblr, that's where all that, like, important shit is. That's where the episode corrections are. That's where the guest lists are. Those are finally all released. That's GuESPers.tumblr.com. Mason, would you like to say anything? I've been nailing it right now.
Yeah, you're doing a great job. We're on Google Podcasts now.
Check it out on Google Podcasts. Or maybe you're already listening there.
Yeah, if that's where you get your podcasts, we'd love to see you over on Google Podcasts. So we're on Spotify. Yep, Spoofy, good old spoofs.
Good old spoofy.
Look us up on there, and you can follow us on there, and make sure to tell Spotify to notify you when new episodes come out.
Subscribe.
You can do that. You can do that on YouTube also. I don't know how
Ring
Apple
the
Podcast
bell.
works. So.
Ding, 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 ding.
But yeah, you can do all that. And like Alex said, if you're on Apple Podcasts, please rate us 5 stars. Please
get us some traction and share with your friends. You like what we got? I got a sampler, baby. Share the sampler. Word of mouth is all we got.
But yeah, follow us on Tumblr. Follow us on Twitter. You got those handles. We don't really ever say this, and I don't know if this is cool or not, but if you want to send us an email, send us an email, right?
I don't know the email, though.
It's GuESPersPodcast@gmail.com.
Yeah, send us an email. You got a question? I will give it to Mason to open, and then I will try to psychically tell what your question is.
Yeah, we can make that a segment. Fuck it.
Fan mail.
Yeah.
Psychic fan mail.
Yeah. Send us
your comments and queries. You see that part on the cereal box where it says send us your comments and queries? That's where you send them. Gmail.
But yeah, that's all I gotta say.
Alrighty then, Mason, bring them cows on home. Woo! That was supposed to be a cow. That's a way better cow.
We didn't get anything right today except for that one awesome mind meld that happened at the very beginning.
We opened the thing on fire, and then we just talked about Minecraft and fucking deadly animals for the rest of the episode. So.
Yep. Name of the episode. Alright, we didn't get anything right today, but we sure had a lot of fun.
Doop dooba doop 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 dooba doop doop doop. See you later.
See you next week.
Bye.
This is where they're guessing